You gonna watch that stupid thing all day?
Poofter Moth has tights and wings and complains all the time.
Ow!
He thinks he's a superhero clearing streets of crime. Bludger Fly drinks beer, collects the dole and watches telly. And he saves his mate when he gets into scrapes and he takes all of the credit. Poofter Moth,
Bludger Fly,
Poofter Moth,
Bludger Fly,
Poofter Moth thinks he's a superhero fighting crime. Poofter Moth,
Bludger Fly,
Poofter Moth.
Bludger Fly.
Fortunately, Bludger Fly has got his friends behind.
Get us a beer, will you, Poofter Moth?
Are you gonna watch that stupid thing all day? Hello? Bludger Fly? Can you hear me?
Huh?
I said, are you going to be watching that thing all day? God, I might as well talk to myself.
Get us a beer, will you, Poofter Moth?
No, I will not get you a beer. If you're going to lounge around all day, you can get your own bloody beer.
Make it a VB.
I don't know why I help you, you know. I'll get your beer and I clean the house while you sit there and watch the box. It suddenly dawned on me the other day. I'm a slave. A slave in my own home. That's all I am to you, isn't it? A slave. There's your beer. Well,
Huh?
all I am is your slave.
Good. Get us the ashtray.
I will not get you the ashtray until you say thank you for the beer I just got you. Bludger Fly?
What? Ashtray.
Well, I've had just about enough. Do you hear me? Just about enough of being treated like a doormat. I refuse to endure another second of it. Here's your ashtray. Are you listening to me, Bludger Fly? Can you hear me?
Oi! Bloody hell! You made me fall off my chair. What do you think you're doing? You scared me after death.
Serves you right, ignoring me like that.
Hey! I was watching the footy. Put it back on.
Not until you and I have a civilised conversation.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, why do you always have to wear black?
Why do you always wear pink tights?
And that stupid black hat with all of those stupid segmented eyes on it.
And those stupid wings.
You look like a failed fly.
You look like a failed moth.
Oh, nice comeback. Did you pay the rent yesterday?
It was your turn to take it in.
It was not. It was yours.
I pay the rent in dole weeks.
It is a dull week.
Bloody hell! Is it?
No, but it's good to see that you can move quickly when you need to. Now, while you're up, you can dust the telly.
Hey, that was a rotten trick.
I don't know how you see anything with the screen so dirty.
I can't see nothing because you turned the bloody thing off.
You know very well what I mean, and will you please stop swearing?
I did not swear.
Yes, you did. You always swear. You swear so much you don't even know you're doing it.
What did I say?
You said bloody.
That's not swearing.
Well, it's certainly not cultured, that's for sure.
I never said I was cultured. At least I keep the money rolling in.
I heard that. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
No, come on. You obviously have something to say, so let's hear it.
I get a regular dole check every 2 weeks.
I wouldn't exactly call that money rolling in.
It pays the rent, but doesn't it? Which is more than I can say about some people around here.
Oh, why, you ungrateful oaf, after all the cooking and cleaning I do for you. And besides, I do have a job. I do. And you know very well what it is, too.
Oh, why don't you tell me?
You know perfectly well that I am a superhero.
When was the last time you saved someone?
I saved your nephew, Johnny, when he fell into the pool at the soccer club barbecue.
Yeah, but you pushed him.
Well, that's beside the point. The point is, we don't get out much. Not on your wage.
And what does being a superhero pay, huh?
Well, you don't get paid for being a superhero.
Yeah, right.
You don't. No one pays Superman for his services. He, like me, gives his services free to humanity for the preservation of good.
Yeah, but he gets paid for his regular job, but doesn't he?
What do you mean? Bludger Fly. What do you mean his regular job?
At the Daily Planet, he gets paid for his job and he fights crime for free.
I've never thought about it like that before. Yes, I see it now. I've been slouching. I have not been fulfilling my full role as breadwinner and securer of world peace. Well, that will all change. Henceforth, I shall not only be Poofter Moth, superhero, but I shall also get myself a regular job and in cunning disguise save the world in my spare time. I shall get right in there amongst the filth, the slime, the criminal element, and make them pay for their felonies because I am Poofter Moth, and no villain can withstand my passioned wings.
Get us another beer, will you, Poofter Moth? Now, where the bloody hell did he go?
I must take care. Here in Centrelink, danger lurks behind every job advertisement. I shall adopt my intricately balanced and threatening karate pose in case of any...
Can I help you?
Oh, goodness, you almost frightened me to death.
Yes,
Who are you?
Greg Anderson. I work here. That's why I'm behind the counter.
There's no need to be curt. I am seeking employment, my good man.
Name?
In what sense?
What is your name?
Well, is that relevant?
What is if you want a job?
Poofter Moth.
I beg your pardon?
Poofter Moth. P-O-O.
Now, I know how it's spelled. I'll need some form of identification. What's that supposed to mean?
What?
You just flapped your wings.
Don't you recognise me?
Please, God, not today. Do you have some form of identification? Driver's license?
Oh, goodness, I can't drive.
Birth certificate?
Oh dear, I left it back in my cocoon.
Let's assume that you can provide that later, shall we? What sort of job did you have in mind?
Now, I'm glad you asked me that. I was either thinking of an airline attendant or an Aussie rules footballer.
Qualifications?
Excuse?
What qualifications do you have?
Well, I've got the little hat for the hosty bit, see? I'll just adjust it rakishly upon my brow. There. Now listen to this. Tea or coffee? Coffee or tea? Yes, sir, I shall be with you in a moment. And as for the footy, I have my own ball, so I've got a head start there. And just watch this. Yeehaw! Oops. Sorry. So, what do you think?
Wait here.
He seems like a nice lad, but you can never be too sure. While he's gone, I shall investigate his working environment. Hello? What's this? A note. Will be here at 5:35 p.m. Leave the door unlocked. We have the combination and we'll do the rest. Signed Reggie the Weasel and Johnson the Dwarf. Aha! Just as I suspected, crime is afoot. I shall return at the appropriate hour and foil their dastardly plan.
There he is, Peter.
Where, Greg?
Where's he gone? I swear he had wings and pink tights and a hosty hat and a football and...
Greg, I think you need a holiday.
But boss, honestly, he said his name was Poofter Moth. And he's been going through my papers. Just popping out to lunch, Pete.
Dear Dictaphone, the suspect is leaving Centrelink. I shall follow him at a distance.
Mummy, why is the that funny man hiding behind that tree?
Jimmy, come here.
No, it's all right, son. I'm a superhero.
Jimmy, I said come back here.
Dear Dictaphone, heading for downtown Windsor. 10-4, good buddy. Poofter Moth is on the move. Dear Dictaphone, I am hiding behind a pole.
Weirdo.
I don't think anyone has noticed me.
Dickhead!
The suspect is outside of a cafe. He appears to be liaising with two men. Both are wearing suits. One is tall. The other appears to be a dwarf or a very ugly child. I will eavesdrop. Out.
Hello, Gregory, old son. All set for tonight, are we?
Reggie, I'm not so sure that we should go ahead.
What?
Well, I've been thinking.
I don't pay you to think, I pay you to leave doors open. Isn't that right, Johnson?
That's all right, boss.
I've gone to a lot of trouble to organise this heist. I don't intend to back out now. Isn't that right, Johnson?
That's all right, boss.
There was someone in Centrelink today and I think he was nosing around. Look, I can't afford to get caught.
You can't afford to back out either, old son. Unless you've forgotten a little piece of information that I might just accidentally tell the police if you don't help us. Isn't that right, Johnson?
That's right, boss.
Is that all he can say?
What's the opposite of left, Johnson?
That's right, boss.
What do you do if you haven't got a computer, Johnson?
That's right, boss.
You see, Gregory, my timid little friend, Johnson here has lost all ability to think. He will only do as I say, so don't even think of pulling out, my boy, or I might just order Johnson here to kill you.
Is that right, Johnson?
Here, leave it out. He's my dwarf. Just be where you should be tonight. Got it?
But what if this guy causes any trouble? I think he saw my notes.
Trust me. If he comes nosing around, I have a little friend with 6 chambers, and any one of them will take care of him.
That's right, boss.
I haven't said it yet. Isn't that right, Johnson?
That's right, boss.
See that the door's left open. Come on, Johnson. I'll buy you a taco.
Dear Dictaphone, suspect is leaving. I think
Hey, you! The weirdo in the tights! Piss off! You're scaring away me customers!
Yeah, piss off, you weirdo!
Don't swear, Sally.
Mind your own business, little girl.
I think you're a stranger danger.
And I think you're a very rude little...
Now piss off!
OMG! OMG! Help! Rape!
What?
Oh my
What?
God. Oh my God! Oh my God! It was so awful. They just came at me.
What? Who came at you?
First, I must have a mineral water. I said I must have a Perrier.
You know where the fridge is?
Why, of all the... Here I am next to death's door and you can't even get up to get me a mineral water? Oh, never mind, I'll get it. Could be lying out there in the gutter somewhere and you wouldn't even care, would you?
No.
I was attacked by a group of hooligans.
Do you mind? I'm trying to watch the footy.
It was a nightmare. I was eavesdropping on a conversation when I was attacked by a crazed mob.
A crazed mob. There was never a knock on.
And then a small girl kicked me in the shins.
And that's being attacked by hooligans, is it?
That's not the worst of it. I overheard a robbery plan.
Nice. That's bullshit, ref.
The robbery is to take place this afternoon. We must foil it.
I'll call the police. Why, you mongrel! Or maybe you could turn into a superhero and capture them yourself.
You don't believe I really am a superhero, do you?
You must be joking. Oh, ref!
All right then. I'll prove it to you. I shall go down to Centrelink by myself without the aid of my trusty sidekick Bludger Fly and shall single-handedly apprehend the villains.
Oh, since when was I your trusty sidekick? Don't get weird on me, Poofter Moth. Oh, ref, it's about bloody time!
I'm wasting my time here, I can see that. Come, steel your loins, young Poofter Moth. The fray awaits you.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news flash.
Oh, bloody hell. What now?
2 dangerous criminals, Reggie the Weasel and Johnson the Dwarf, were sighted today in the outer Sydney suburb of Windsor. They are currently serving sentences for murder but escaped last night from Long Bay Maximum Security Prison. If you see either of these men, panic and run away. They are extremely dangerous.
Hey, Poofter Moth, you watching this?
In what police believe is a related incident, a strangely dressed man was seen running from the meeting place of the 2 criminals. An amateur photographer captured the man on video. We warn that the following footage may offend some viewers.
I think you're a stranger danger.
And I think you're a very rude little...
Bloody hell. Better tell the police.
Here are mugshots of the 2 escaped criminals and an amateur shot of the unknown man. If you see any of these men, please contact the police immediately. A large reward is being offered for their apprehension. We now resume our original program.
A reward?
Yes, that's right, a reward.
Bloody hell. Looks like you weren't joking, Poofter Moth. Poofter Moth? Now where the bloody hell did he go? Dear Dictaphone, I'm outside of Windsor Centrelink. Time, late afternoon. The shops are closed. ETA of criminals, 5:30 p.m. Only minutes from now. But wait! I see him. I see the attendant from Centrelink. Look out! He's looking out the window in this direction. I must hide!
I don't believe it. It was that bloody idiot again.
Luckily, I don't think he saw me. My agility and deft movement is too quick for the human eye.
What a dick. I better warn the others.
Aha! So he's left the door open, just as I thought. I shall hide behind this advertisement and await... Oops, here they are. Aha! These crims won't know what hit them.
Quietly, Johnson, my boy, quietly. We can't afford to get caught or it's back to the joint.
That's right, boss.
Let's see what little goodies we have awaiting us, shall we, Johnson? I'll have his safe cracked in no time.
That's right, boss.
Johnson, even though you lost the ability to think, you don't always have to say that's right, boss. You can vary your responses a bit.
That's right, boss.
Bingo.
Wait!
Look out. Hold it right there.
No, don't shoot, it's me. He's here. I just saw him.
Who's here? And what are you doing here? That wasn't part of the plan.
Just as I was leaving, I saw him snooping about, so I stayed to warn you.
Who was snooping about? Talk plainly, boy, or I'll drill a hole in ya.
The funny-looking guy who was in here this afternoon.
Who's funny looking? Oops.
Who said that?
Over there.
All right. Come out with your hands up.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm an unarmed moth!
Well, what have we here, Johnson? Looks like we caught ourselves a bleeding Nancy, boy.
That's right, boss.
That's him. That's the guy who was snooping around.
What was it they said about Curiosity and the cat, Johnson?
That's right, boss.
A question required a reply, Johnson. You must listen.
That's right, boss.
Now don't you start.
I knew I shouldn't have got messed up in this.
You didn't have any choice, so did you, old son? Because if you hadn't have helped, I would have told everyone your little secret.
What little secret?
Put your hands back up.
Well, were you the pushy one? Well, if you're going to shoot me, you may as well let me know what the secret is. I love secrets. Chocolates and secrets.
Very well, my effeminate friend. I may as well tell you. Young Greg here procured this job at Centrelink under false pretences.
That's enough.
Really?
Oh, yes. He lied about his identity when he applied for the job. Produced false papers, didn't you, Greg? Or should I call you Wally? Wally Sandheimer, serial killer on the run.
Wally Sandheimer?
The same.
So the game's up.
Yeah, that's right. The game's up and I've got all this lovely money.
Oh, Mr. Sandheimer, I'm a great admirer of your work. Oh, I can't believe it. I followed that case for months. I need a piece of paper. I can't believe it. Wally Sandheimer, the happy hitter who only killed grumpy people. Oh, I kept all the clips. Oh, no, what have I done with my pen? Oh, thank you, Johnson. That's sweet of you. I promise I'll return it.
Will you put your hands up and stand over by the door?
There's no need to shout.
Kill him, Johnson. Oh, sorry. Greg, I forgot my... Hands up!
Reggie, don't shoot. It's my boss, Peter.
What? What's the meaning of this, Greg? What's going on here?
Oh, it's ever so exciting. You see, he's not really Greg.
What? Who are you?
I'm Poofter Moth, superhero. How do you do? Here's my card, but he's actually Wally Sandheimer, the serial killer.
What?
Thanks, Blabbermouth.
Greg, is this true? Are you really Wally Sandheimer?
That's right, boss.
Now he's saying it.
Shut it!
Well, you told me off when I said it. Playing favourites, are we?
Look, he's my dwarf. You're just a nutter dressed up as a moth.
That's right, boss.
Wait a minute. You three are the men I saw on television. Armed and dangerous, they said. That's right, boss. Now I'm saying it.
I'm not armed, I'm winged.
Well, somebody please shoot this idiot.
Just a minute there, Johnson. Before you shoot, I have something to tell you all.
Oh, what now?
Greg is not the only one here with a secret. I have a few secrets of my own.
Now, why doesn't that surprise me?
You may as well put your weapons down right now, because I am none other than Poofter Moth, superhero. Listen while I flap my passioned wings. What are you laughing at? I am.
All right, Johnson. Get it over with.
That's right, boss.
This way, officer. I see them through the window. Look out! The dwarf is pointing a gun.
All right, constables. Guns drawn. In we go. Quietly.
Now, any more nonsense from you two, and I shall have to get physical.
It's the fuzz, Johnson. There's too many of them. Damn them. Better put down our guns.
Now, drop your guns. Oh, look, you've already dropped them. Just as well. I can see the fear in your eyes. Now, put your hands up. Oh, look, they're already up. Good boys. Now, what's next? Oh, yes, that's it. Stand back to back and put your hands on your head. Such obedient boys. Now, Wally's boss, if you would be so kind as to call the police.
Poofter Moth?
And we could wrap up this mystery once and for all.
Hey, Poofter Moth!
For I am Poofter Moth, and no criminal can withstand my passioned wings.
Poofter Moth!
Yes, folks, whenever crime's afoot, it is I, Poofter Moth.
We're already here, mate.
Oh, that was quick.
Well done, Bludger Fly. And here's your reward.
Here's reward?
We'd have got away with it if it wasn't for you, you dick-headed moth.
Did you hear that, officer? You see, I should receive the reward. Isn't that right, Johnson?
Johnson doesn't seem to think so. Here, leave Johnson out of it. He's my dwarf.
Oh, piss off, boss.
Johnson.
Take him away, boys. Bludger Fly, thanks to your diligence and keen sense of observation, our city is once again a safer place to live. Here is a large reward. The cheque is made out to Bludger Fly. I hope that's okay?
Yeah, that'll be satisfactory, officer.
Well, I never.
Fan me with my cheque, would you, Poofter Moth? I feel quite hot after all the exertion.
So,
So what?
did you tell the reporters what really happened?
More or less.
Which, more or less?
You don't trust me, do you?
No.
Look, I told them everything that happened. Right down to the last detail. You really have got to develop a little more trust in your old pal.
Shh, listen, here it is.
In other news today, a major crime syndicate was broken by an unlikely hero. We cross to our interviewer, Greta Realjob.
Is it true that you single-handedly broke the crime syndicate?
Yeah, that's right. No one helped me. I did it all by myself. I had no help whatsoever.
You are truly a hero.
Yes, I am.
Hey, what did you do that for? I was enjoying that.
You ungrateful oath, you took all the credit.
No, I didn't. That's just the way it was edited.
I don't know why I live with you. You'll be the death of me.
I won't be the death of you. You'll be the death of you. You better give up that superhero stuff before you get yourself killed.
You may be right.
And look on the bright side. That reward will keep me in alcohol for several weeks. And if you're a good fella, I might even buy you a $2 scratchy.
You're all heart.
Not only that, but I've been offered Wally's job down at Centrelink.
Great.
Didn't take it, but...
What? Why not?
Are you kidding? Too many bludgers hanging around those places. Get us another beer, will you, Poofter Moth?
You see them at the Mardi Gras every year.
This has been The Adventures of Poofter Moth and Bludger Fly, Episode 1, The Heist. Voices by Mark Clark, Brian Cutler and John Nicolette. Produced by Mark Clark and John Nicolette. Written by Mark Clark. Based on a true story.